Hi guys. Reusing my same intro as my last video because it works and it's cool and I like it. I am now back home in the good old Florida state, just in time for all the cases to go back up. My timing is impeccable in every way, I know. I've been home for 4 days now and I just had a little time today to clean out my van because it's been freaking hot here in Florida. Like, I always forget, why did I not play outside more as a kid? And it's because I would sweat to death every single time I would go outside. So that's why I was mostly on the computer growing up. Playing Toontown, Jumpstart, and wacky math games. You name it, I played it probably. Especially like I think it's called MapQuest or like Math Finder, something with like a floating yellow book. I love that game. You get to travel the world while solving problems. Hello. Anyways, about the van. I'll lose track of myself. I made some severe. So I made some major updates since the last video, and I have actually taken this version of my camper van out for a month trip. I hit about 27 states, and I'm getting used to this whole like recording, uploading, and traveling at the same time because, you know, you can be really good at recording, you can be really good at uploading, you can be really good at traveling, but doing it at the same time, that's a certain skill set, as I'm coming to find out. It's not just like, you know, just because you can do two doesn't mean you can do all three, or just because you can do one doesn't mean you can do two, and you know, so forth, so on, and all that math stuff. Apparently those computer games didn't really work, did they? Yes, let me show you my van. It's not 100% clean, but I figured like everybody else's van is so darn clean when they do these videos, and you might think, oh, that's the reality, their van's always clean. But Mary, no, it's not. One quick turn, your car just goes even if it's held down. Like some things that you forgot about or some things that slipped out, just like, you know, fly around your car for a moment, zero gravity. Everyone wants to go to space, right, Jeffrey? And if you're not careful, that thing could be a liquid or a type of food that will spill. I'm thinking about coffee. Like, there's no food really spills. Or crackers, you're done. It's also not horrible. It's just like I could sweep, but I'll do that later, like I said. And during this trip, I realized I probably can't really do this full time because I do love a studio space. I love taking photos and just having a little personal moment to what does that even mean? But you know, just like a little moment to completely zone out and not have to worry. And even if I find a good place to park and I have food and I have electricity and I have like all the needs met, there's still an element to like have to be on my guard in case someone comes up to my van, or if like the weather changes drastically, I am at a loss. Plus I can't stand in this bad boy. I decided to call it Appa because one time I started the engine and I went yip yip and I was like, it's a white van. It's a white big thing. That is essentially what Appa was. Can I say that? I want to get a discreet little arrow for the hood of my van just to be like, it's my little secret me. I don't like to be too obvious with my things, like the windsurfer that won the Olympics. I think he is great, but that cannot be me. That's not my style. I'm still trying to refine my style if you really care about that. Obviously, as soon as I got in front of my camera, I was like, this is giving me Mamma Mia. But now that I'm in front of my van, I'm like, I'm Hannah Duggan. I can't do this. It's okay. I'm growing my bangs, so we will not be the same. But with that said, let me give you a little tour. We're gonna go from the front to the back. The back has the coolest part of the van, or like the part that makes everybody go, wow. So let's go. Wee! Front of the car. So I am normally driving. Do I know how to start a segment? So this is the front of my car, specifically the passenger side, which is like acts as my favorite storage unit because it's just tucked away. And I specifically got this bag right here from another YouTuber. I forget the video. They were like interviewing other van lifers and she had this and I was like, she has it, I need it because it fits perfectly in my passenger side foot area. And I got this little cover too, so people won't be like, oh, someone's living in their van. It's just a little nice little cover. And also it's nice for me, so I'm not like, oh, there's mess over there. And I used to not really care so much about keeping things clean, but when you're in a small space, it's like imperative. But yeah, I have dry food here, and the food that has really saved me that I kept, I have a mask in there too, is tortilla chips, granola, water bottles, of course. And if you're like me and you don't really care for bottled water like Dasani or like the other things that have proven to be like quite bad for you actually, you can keep them for cleaning things or just use them for watering your plants. Like you don't have to reject them or say no, just say yeah, and then use them for other things. I have this big thing of oats right here, nutritional yeast, ramen. At the beginning of this trip, I tried to eat as much as I could in my van, but the later I went on, the more friends I saw and the more I was open to like spending a couple dollars on like a cheap meal. Mostly because I also got frustrated that my kettle that was supposed to be 300 watts actually is 600 watts and I have a 500 watt jounrey, so you can imagine my pain. But anyways, what I also love about this is also more room at the front and the back of this basket. So at the front, I keep all my car supplies, as in like there's a tire pressure thing up there, of a car battery in case I need it, or like a car charger. I don't know what it's called. I don't care. I'm not here for car mechanics. I'm here for living in a car, which I guess I should learn the mechanics, whatever. And there's a couple other things just in case I break down or I need them. Also have a little car window breaker and a seatbelt ripper in case I don't know, fall into the ocean. Up to God that doesn't happen. But I saw it at Walmart and I passed by like, I won't need that. But then every single bad situation just ran in my head and I was like, you know what? I probably should. I would regret it if I didn't just buy it. So I like to cover that. And in the front, I just keep like a beach towel for picnicking, or whatever storage units. The doors of my van are like the junk drawers, essentially. I need a better use of this. That's something that I can improve on. And then let me take you to this section. In the middle of my two seats, I have protection, things to make me smell good, and things to write on. Also sanitizers, and usually up here I keep my pills. Right there is a headache reliever, but I put them inside now, but I also kept my B12, my zinc, my magnesium, calcium, and my vitamin D up in here because I did have them in my vitamin drawer or like my medicine cabinet, but I didn't see them. Therefore I forgot to take them. And then when I felt kind of woozy, I was like, it's because I didn't take my pills. So having them up in sight didn't really take away from any other space, or like it didn't take away from any other thing being there. It was perfect. So I suggest doing that. Also, as you can see right here, if I was in the front, this went in the back. And when I was in the back, this went in the front. My sleeping bag. At first, I wasn't gonna take her, but I spent a night up in Colorado, like in the mountains of Colorado, and it got below 50 degrees and I was like, I'm very cold. So I whipped out this bad boy and I only used it once on my trip, but I'm very thankful that I did because you never know, especially if you're traveling a vast distance, not just like one state, what it's gonna be like. Maybe you do, but you know, sometimes it creeps up on you. Let's go to the back. Okay, so we're right behind my passenger seat. And as you can tell, we still have this good old, hold on. We have our good old garbage bin that I need to take out. I actually didn't even throw this out. Through my whole travels, I just kept shoving it. That's why it's kind of exploding. And you can see there's like pockets, 1, 2, 3. And on this side, it's closest to the driver's seat. And this is actually where I kept my brush and scissors, because as soon as you get in your car, you're like, I need to either A, pee, or B, get some coffee. And you don't really think about doing up yourself. Or if you do, good on you. I don't. So having a brush right there when you're like, oh, I'm about to go into Cracker Barrel, you look normal. So I love this little contraption. And then right below her, I have this little contraption for like, I think it was $3 or $5 from the dollar spot at Target. And it just held my socks and my, what's this called? A plastic bag? Plastic bags or Ziploc bags. I have my Ziploc bags right here. They're reusable because heaven knows I need them all the time. When you open cheese and it's like, you know, put the remnants in there, whatever. But I have the socks there too because it's more so for convenience because I have my clothing underneath my bed and it can be like a hassle trying to find specific things. But if it's just for shoes, just like take it and go. Okay, I'm sweating. I made sure to do this late in the day. It's like almost 8 o'clock right now and I'm still sweating. So I apologize, but more so I'm frustrated. I hate sweating. Anyways, check out this new feature that my dad helped me cut, but I assembled. Yes, I'm proud. This wonderful, let me get everything off of it. This wonderful table that goes right, that's attached to my drawers and this little cup holder thing in the back. Originally, there was a peg right here supporting it, but it fell off and then it broke because I screwed too many screws in it. It was a weak little thing. So now I just have screws. I don't think you see it right there. Screws holding it before I can like go and make a custom little piece for it. And it's also came off of the thing. This thing is a mess. It's on its last leg. And that's because when I stop my car and take out the keys, my seat automatically goes back and it starts to recline. And I did not make this table suited for that. So when I don't catch the seat before it reclines, it ruins the table as it falls. So I need to have this at its neutral state and then repair it. Because I installed this when the seat was way up, as we do, because, you know, we want all the space we can in the back because the back is where we live. But So if you're thinking about transforming your van, and the van has that feature where it, backs up so you can get out of the car better, form it around that neutral place so you're not fighting with your van all the time. Ugh. Let me show you what's in this little pull-out drawer though. So the top drawer is where I kept my makeup, roller set, some miscellaneous things, and most importantly, my first aid kit, which you've seen if you've seen the other videos I had to use a few times. Second drawer, my second drawer has cleaning supplies, but first and foremost, cleansing wipes. I've had to use this so many times for cleaning out everything. And then at the bottom, I just kept my photography equipment. But between the drawer and the Yeti is this like free space right there. I have to keep that area clear because that's where I step when I come from the front to the back. I don't get out of my car and make like a little 180 to get to the front seat. No, it's exposing. No, it's just easier to just go. But I mostly keep my Jackery there. I already told you about my Jackery, but a little update on her. She's great. This is the Jackery 500. I had to put a little piece of tape over this because this at night is just too much for my eyes. I have to go to sleep in complete darkness. So fun fact about me. But no, she's great. I didn't really use the solar panels. I actually use my DC unit that's like, just for the car more. In fact, the most. I only charge it at my friend's house, I think twice. But the DC unit is so easy because you plug it in all day when you're driving, and at night you have energy for your fan. Super easy. And I wish someone told me that. I didn't really think that was an option to use the DC unit because I would not have gotten the solar panel if so, because the solar panels take too long. Maybe I'll use them and be grateful for them one day, but right now they're just kind of taking space. There she is, my solar panel. She's right there. You guys told me to hide her and I did. I've been hiding my solar panel units ever since you guys told me, so thank you. I take your suggestions all the time, and it helps other people too because I imagine we're all here trying to van life. But anyways, let me show you this little section right here. But another thing I keep underneath this table are my window covers. Man. So my car has this cool little thing where it has these installed into the van. So I just put up my little covers and then pull that over it and it holds it for the night. It's wonderful. And how I store them is I just roll them up like this. You don't want any creases in them because that will make a spot for them to wear and tear. This is just extra in case something goes rip. Here's the other side. So yeah, I roll it up real tight, then I put it over there, then it's out of the way, it doesn't get dirty. Speaking of getting dirty, I have this cover. Let me show you. Let's see if I can do it better. But I have this cover for my van now because after the first week, I was just sitting on my mattress. I would spend the whole day outside, go wherever, do whatever, come back in my van, sit on my mattress, immediately dirty. Or I would eat on it because I have nowhere else to sit, immediately crumbs. And it would be so uncomfortable. I've never experienced this. And you might be thinking at home, Madison, shouldn't you know that? Yeah, but in a small space, it kind of like left my mind. And so to remedy this, after I got it washed finally, I went to Goodwill and I got a table cover that I liked because you're gonna have to see it all the time, so make sure it's something that you like, And I found this guy. She's cute, and I just lay her out all day and I come in and I don't have to worry about, soiling my bed or anything. And at night, I just yank her off, go to bed, and my sheets are clean. It's wonderful. Also, I permanently blocked out my back 2 windows, not my rear view window. Obviously, I need to see. I did that for privacy reasons and also just an added stealth because one reason is this shelf right here. You can tell so easily from the outside that this is like a camper van when the sun hits in. So I covered that, then I covered this one just to why not? But because of that, I am now able to make this a storage unit. Did you think this was there? No, it's great. I have a hat in there. I have a cup. I have a little charger. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Yeah, I love it. I have this little area. I cut the buckle. I know you're not supposed to do that if you're thinking about reselling, but as Gwen Stefani says, it's my life. I cut it and I have this little pocket area where the buckle used to go into. That's where I put my little succulents and my little lantern. She's cute. Everything's the same. The shelf is the same. And if you want to see that, you can just watch my other video. I'm like fading fast, you guys. I did put a little bookshelf underneath here. That's cool. And yeah, I didn't show you guys this, but when I went to Iowa in Madison County, look at that. It's a little Madison County bridge pin. I love it. But this, let me talk about this Yeti. So this Yeti is pretty cool. I had to refill it, probably refill it as in like ice. Replace the ice in this like once every 3 days. If I had something fragile or like that would turn really quickly, I would replace it every 2 days. But when I was in a really hot place, like when I left my car, no shade, in Chicago, I had to replace it every day or like the next day because the car just accumulated so much heat and that affects the Yeti. So these are really really good, but I do see the appeal in investing in like an actual refrigerator, because keeping up with the ice or like waking up and being scared that something's gonna spoil, especially after you replaced it, is just a lot of stress. But I found a solution for when the ice melts, but it's still cold water, so you don't really want to get rid of it. Look at this. All right, I had to take off one hair tie, but you get the gist. A pool float. This fits in my little Yeti, and I put my cheese on top of there. Of course, like I have a bin, but that can't hold everything. But this is perfect for when you have like a bag of lettuce or literally anything that can't not be in water, which is a lot of things refrigerated, of course. But I have this in there so I don't have to worry about it spoiling, because when I first started out, I had so much stuff, and then my ice melted. It ruined my lettuce, it ruined my cheese, it ruined, what else did it ruin? I can't even think about it, but this pool float saved me a ton. And I got this from the dollar store, and I just had these hair ties in my van already. You could probably get them at the dollar store as well, but you just tie them together in different spots so they're all uniform, and there you go, you got yourself a little raft. Not spoil your food. Everything also is kind of the same in here. I do have those trouble spots that need to be organized, but my clothes are underneath the bed. This is a little the same material as the basket in my front, but this is a little charging slash correcting. Oh no, the things came off. I was worried about that, so treat it with care, I guess. Okay, I have to repair this. I took them all out because I need them. Right here I had my chargers. This is like yarn or other like tool things, and then this is my glue gun, just for like when things fall apart. You need to have your own little things that connect and things that cut in your van, because you never know what's gonna happen. And then when all the stores are closed or you can't access like a Walmart where they have everything, you're okay because you came prepared. Did I have these I don't know if I had these last times, but if not, this is my rain guard protector, and I love this. Even though it was a little pricey, it was like $50, but it was worth it because I can feel comfortable venting my windows at night without the fear of someone poking their little nuggy fingers in my van, or at least they can't tell that someone has their windows vented because it's protected. But let me show you the back. So go Power Rangers. All right. What is that? What? That just emitted all this liquid. All right, I can't do a full thing because my car is legitimately falling apart as we speak, so you can't see my face. Here's my little cooking setup. I have my dish towel, and I keep my spices right here. Boop. And then this is supposed to be hanging, but I don't have a hanger. This is my little gas stove. I have yet to use it because I'm still afraid of gas, and I need to, but but look at this. My dad helped me make this. It's a little table. Wait, how can I show this to you guys? Look, if I let go, the door's gonna shut. Okay, look at that right underneath my bed. Isn't that great? Yeah, I have yet to use this section because I haven't camped yet, like food-wise. Boop. So you might be asking, Madison, what do you do for food? Well, I would go to Trader Joe's and just buy the salads, and then get cheese and hard-boiled eggs. Why did I put up 3? Cheese and hard-boiled eggs, and put that in the salad so I would be full and have protein. And if you do it smart, that comes out to like $4 or $5 if you add even more of that stuff. So though I didn't cook, I wasn't eating out all the time. Though when I was with friends, I did, like, I loved eating out because of all the different food, and like, I'm not gonna be there forever, so why not? And I had the budget too. That's the thing. Like, if you have the budget, go ahead. But if you don't, like, it's not the most important thing. Like, just whatever. But that's a little update with my van. This is definitely the last one because anything else I do to this van could just like be a video, like me installing a sink or me installing, I don't know, putting a decal on my car for Appa. Appa, that's her name. But anyways, this is my new updated van that has served me for the last month. It really works. I've been to like almost half of the US. Yeah, that's half of the US. So this version works, but I need to make it a little bit more stable. As you see, that table is just janky. I need to like super glue it down. The birds want to be a part of this video too. Whatever. If you made it this far, please type in stupid bird because this bird is being stupid. Stop. I'm sure it doesn't sound like that big of a deal on the recording. It's just you can never have a silent moment when you decide to record outside. But the outside's so beautiful but so hot. Anyways, thank you for sticking around. I'm excited because I'm gonna get a new camera, so you're gonna be seeing me in a different consistency. What? No, you're gonna see me in different quality. I'm thinking about pies, consistency of the pie, whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this. One thing I do need to do is get this Hello Kitty sticker off of my my van. I bought this van off my parents, so this is my mom's old car, and she loves Hello Kitty. I do not, and it just makes me look like I'm 14 years old. It makes me feel like that. No hate to any Hello Kitty lovers out there. I understand. It's just when you put a Hello Kitty on someone that doesn't like it, they don't like it. Oh, one last thing. You see this hook right here? This hook has saved me so much pain and really helped me be organizational, or at least keep my floors clean, because I could fit so much on this bad boy. My dirty laundry, my laptop, my toiletries, jackets, literally everything on this. So invest in like a good hook. And when I say invest, like you can get them for literally like $3 from Home Depot. Like it's not like, you know, a Tesla or something. Good golly. Also, I rode in a Tesla for the first time in my life, and I was so embarrassed because I did not know how the doors worked. I was literally like, and then I realized you have to push a button, so. And that doesn't tell you I'm poor. Just kidding, I'm not poor. I have a van, like, I'm fine. I just, space. So if you haven't already, leave a like. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt me. And also feel free to subscribe. I have a new video coming out every week. I missed last week because I was with friends, and I haven't been with friends since legitimately 2020, so I allowed myself to have a moment. I was gonna, you know, try to rush things, but the video would have been bad, and you know, timing. Thank you guys for being here, and until next time, peace.